How has your week been, I wonder? When I think about my week, one thing stands out. Once upon a time, I made a friend. And then the friendship blossomed. We talked, we chatted, we had so much fun together. And then someone made a mistake, and now we're not talking anymore or chatting. And by someone, I mean me. So, yeah, that was a major lowlight. Every time I look at my phone, I hope to see a message from them that they have left. Or when I open WhatsApp, I hope to see them typing or they are online. But that is not happening, and that makes me really sad. So, I hope to make friends that will last. I don't want to lose another friend like that again, and I hope that I'm going to gain their trust again someday, some year. Anyway, so that was that. But yesterday we had our first weekend activity from plug-in in our church, and I was meeting new guys, and of course, being plug-in, being awesome as it is, it draws also awesome people. I like to say awesome. I think it's because I watched this the Lego movie, and they have this really nice song, "Everything is awesome," so that the word awesome just stuck to on my head, and I'm not complaining. So we'll continue with awesome. So I met awesome people. It was an amazing experience, as expected. It's plug-in anyway, so at least I made new friends. I'm going to be careful not to be a douche with them, and hope to keep this friendship for longer. And yeah, so that was plug-in for yesterday. We had some time, we ate a lot. In fact, some of the food that we were supposed to eat yesterday and finish, we couldn't finish, so we had some more today, and we also had to share some more again today because it was just too much, and I enjoyed every bit of it. What I like about plug-in is, other than my spiritual journey, my spiritual intelligence, it also helps me with my emotional intelligence, how to connect with people. Of course, I'm still learning, because I just mentioned that I lost I messed up a friendship, and yeah, so I'm going to be learning how to keep friendship, and I'm learning how to win friends, but now to keep them is another thing. But also noticed, as I'm reading for my financial intelligence, there's a book I'm reading called Your First Year in Network Marketing, and it teaches you how human beings relate. Yeah, it teaches you how to sell, not how to be a salesperson, but how to sell. Because when you read Rich Dad Poor Dad, they will tell you that every successful person knows how to sell. And it will also go on to explain that every human being sells. We start selling from when we come out of our mother's wombs. We start selling then, because when we cry, the mother knows we need milk, or we need our diapers changed. And as we continue growing, we talk about we want toys. So it depends. How you ask for it will determine whether you're going to get it, how fast you're going to get it or not, among other things. So human life is about selling. But the problem is, because most of us, the majority of us human beings, are on the what Rich Dad wants to call the employee quadrant. The way we are nurtured is we try to unlearn how to sell, so that we are programmed to think in a specific way. But when you start to follow your dreams, you realize that you'll have to start to relearn again how to sell. Yes. So selling is not just for salespeople. It's about human life, how you present yourself. You talk about how you dress, how you comb your hair, and things like that. All that is about selling, and you don't realize how important this is until we are put in a space where you have to deal with other human beings directly. For us people who have been working with computers, it's easy. I mean, you just have to understand how a computer works, and the rest is easy. But human beings, they are never constant. They are always changing. Hormones, emotions, stuff like that. Weather, it will change how people behave. So you have to be able to understand all these things. So that book, my first year in network marketing, just other than teaching me how to survive as a network marketer, I've realized, because this is also what Robert Kiyosaki talks about. As you learn how to sell, you also improve your communication skills and how to relate with people. And when I talk about selling, I also mean not that kind of selling that you manipulate people into buying something from you for a one-time deal, yeah, but it's something that can be recurrent, something that you can take through for the rest of your life. That's why it is very important to me to be able to keep my friends, and that's why I'm mourning a lot about losing that one friend of mine from a distant land, yeah, because when you understand how humans relate, when you improve your communication skills, then engaging other human beings and relating with them becomes easy, becomes meaningful, it becomes deep. So that book, rather than helping me to grow my business and my financial intelligence, it's also helping me to grow my emotional intelligence, and that is just amazing. So this book is pretty much like the Bible. It's wholesome. It cleanses you throughout your mind, pretty much your mind. Because for my body, I have these. So obviously I've been taking these, I've been showing you a lot, and this can is actually very good, very tasty, especially when chilled. Now that I haven't opened this particular, should I call it a bottle? They call it a can. Yeah, Forever Living calls it a can. So when I drink it, when I don't have time to make coffee, I just pour this in a small glass and take it with what I was supposed to have for supper. I have for breakfast. Like today, I had some green beans and rice, and I downed it with aloe vera. So this will be my lifelong companion. Together with this, I'm not so worried about him. I'm going to talk about her more, but this. I've realized that people have started talking. They're saying that I'm losing weight, my belly is going, and I'm happy. I haven't been skipping rope, been a bad boy, but I'm going to start doing that soon enough. But I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to see. People say that they can really truly lose weight. So I want to see if they're going to really help me if I don't do any extra strenuous work that I always do, running around my workplace. But okay, I have another can at home that I use. When that one is done, I have this. There's another can in a box behind there, my box from Forever Living. So I'm pretty much taken care of for the next maybe 2 months. So, but in the meantime, we are going to have e-group today, another part of my spiritual intelligence and emotional intelligence, because we're going to be talking about Christianity matters and how to live as a Christian, and I'm going to be meeting with my, what do we call them, e-group. That's going to be amazing. I have offered to go with a box of this. It has 30 sachets. I wonder how many are here. So there's still a lot. The box is still pretty much full. So I am guessing there could be around 25 sachets inside here. These are sachet, a cup. But this one is very strong, so you can do even 2 cups with this. Yeah, so we are going to see how that is going to be. Hopefully, I'm going to get clients, long-term clients from there. If not, well, moving on. So I'm going to be taking this with my friends, and if they take it up, they're going to be drinking healthier coffee for themselves too, and they're going to enjoy a good life like that if they're serious about their health. So let me look at my scripts. Yeah, so I've talked about the spiritual intelligence, I've talked about the emotional intelligence. So these are just deliberate steps I'm taking towards my goal. My goal is to become, my first goal was to become financially free. And by financially free, I mean I want to be able to just wake up and decide what I'm going to do, whether I'm going or not do anything, but still money will be coming into my pockets, enough to take care of anything I can think of. For instance, if I decide that I'm going to buy a Mercedes-Benz, a brand new Mercedes-Benz, or if I had a Mercedes-Benz and then I total it, I should be able to go to the dealers and just get a new one for pick a new one, just like that. If I total that, I should be able to pick another one. Because you see, a billionaire can buy an average of 1,000, not Paganis, Hondas, what is this? Bugatti Veyrons, yes. A billionaire can buy up to 1,000 Bugatti Veyrons. That's more than a dealership. That's like a whole country's stock. You see, so someone like that cannot worry about small issues or about finances, yeah? Because they say a successful man is one who can make more money than his wife can spend. Of course, that makes a successful woman one who can find such a man, yeah? So I want to be a successful man, and I want to be able to have time, especially time, so that if one of my friends is having a birthday in Namibia on Wednesday, I just pick a ticket and I go. If my wife feels like they want to come along, we go. We don't have to ask anyone. But at the moment, I have to fill in a leave form, and the more I fill it, the more the days reduce. So after the 30th day, if the year will not have been ended, then I'm stuck. See, that's the problem with being an employee. But when you move to the other side of the quadrant, which is a business owner, not a specialist or what do you call them? Yeah, not a specialist, yeah? The S side of the quadrant. So if I move to the B quadrant, the business owner, I'll have enough time to do that, to do all these things, and I'll have the finances, the financial resources to be able to do that. So that is what financial intelligence is for me. And then I'm thinking that if that is what financial intelligence is, and people actually do that, then I want to be able to do the same for physical fitness. I want to be able to see clearly, as far as you can see, not see, you can actually see with your eyes. I want to be able to see, okay, at the moment I can see as far as a very long distance, yeah? Let's say 2 kilometers, and I can still be able to pick a human being and see the colors they're wearing and things like that. I can tell if it's a male or a female. I have no problem with my eyesight. But I think this one is trying to make my eyesight become shorter, myopic, because of the amount of time I spend with my screens. But that's not going to happen. My ears, I don't know so much about if they are very sharp, but I find it very interesting how my cats are. Their ears are very sharp. In fact, they can hear me coming in the evening, and by the time I'm opening the main gate, they're already waiting for me. And I'm like, what? And they're so excited when they see me. They jump around everywhere. It's just a very beautiful. I wonder if that's how parents feel when they see their kids waiting for them, and they're like, daddy, daddy, or mommy, mommy, or something like that. But my kitties, they're just, they always wait for me when I come home. And how they do that, I don't know. About smell, I'm not worried about smell, because if my nose was so sensitive, I would be so much bothered with all the bad smells around, not in my office, but in the world, right? So if people are going to be dying out of bad breath, I'd probably not notice it until half the population is gone. So I'm also worried about smells. Besides, if I'm around human beings, especially ladies, their sense of smell is strong enough, so I just look at them and I know what is going on. So as far as that is concerned, I'm not worried. What I am concerned about is my internals, things you can't see. So long as I was told by my friend from Baltimore again, I miss you. I was told that I don't want my pH to go too alkaline, 7 point and above, or too acidic. We don't know all about acidity. So I just want it to be at 7. And the last time I went for a checkup, it was at 7, and then I've been off supplements like this, or GNLDs. But now that I'm back, I think if I had gone down to acidity, maybe now I'm coming back to the alkaline level. So when that one is happening, you can be sure that any cancerous cells in my body, if there are any, they are dealt with. I've had a lot of what do you call them? Testimonies from people who have been in organogold for long enough, or even forever living for long enough, a year, some even 6 months, and they'll tell you that their parents, their grandparents, their aunties have used these products and they have actually taken care of cancer. Yeah, they'll tell you still that they're not making any medical claims, but they still tell you that these products actually cure some of these things. They know that asthma will go. They know that what do you call it? Diabetes. They know that diabetes will clear. I had a friend who I was telling some of these things, and they were like, "That is silly. Their grandfather is diabetic," and in fact, I should call him. And when I told him about that, he was like, "No." He didn't even want to hear it. And I was like, "You guy, what's wrong with you?" So anyway, people have testimonies. My testimony for now is that my tummy is growing smaller. I also noticed that I had a pain on my right knee, not knee, ankle. Every time I woke up in the morning, I would step on the floor carefully. But now these days, 20 minutes into waking up, I realized, oh, I had a problem, but it's no longer there. So it's one of those things that are just amazing. When these things happen, you forget that you even had a problem. And I think it was just because of my weight. The last time I weighed myself, I was 75 kgs. And I'm thinking that is too much. I want to be lighter than that. Yeah? I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know what my weight should be, but I want to be the right weight. That's what I want. So not too fat, not too heavy. I was actually heavier than I should be. So maybe I'll come down to maybe 60, 65. Yeah, but we'll see. So those are the deliberate steps I'm taking towards financially, physical intelligence, spiritual intelligence. I've talked about plug-in. That is just wholesome. They will tell you that plug-in will connect you to God. That is, you and God, it will connect you better. It will connect you to church, the church you are serving, or where you are taking that plug-in. It will help you to connect with them better, because after plug-in, you are given 6 months. 6 months what? There's a word. I'm looking for that word. Internship. 6 months ministry internships, where you can now build your confidence and your talents so that you can serve people better. Connect with the community, because you are doing plug-in as a team of 5 and above mostly. Right now you're closing in on 20. Funny. And yeah, it's beautiful like that. My e-group, where I'll be going in the next 1 hour or so, is another community that was the ones that we did plug-in with back in the day. And when I say back in the day, I mean 2012, so it's not that long ago. And yeah, so that is community now. Yeah, the community I met yesterday, which of course, now that I'm recording here, we're not in church, but when I go back to church, those are the people I'll be now talking to after service. I won't have to just disappear. Even for them, the new guys, they'll have 2 or 3 more people to talk to before they leave for home, and that is just transformational compared to how they were before they started plugging. It connects you to destiny, because the way it is structured, you will see that it is very possible for you to live out Christianity with your talents. If you like to draw, you will draw. If you like to talk, you will talk. If you like to take pictures, you will take pictures. If you like to serve, you will serve. So it is very wholesome, and it is just an amazing experience. If you hear any church doing plug-in or mizizi, run and do it. Sign up immediately, because your life after 10 weeks will just be transformed completely. That's why I've been doing plugins since 2012. I've been facilitating. This is my 6th season. 2012, 2013, 2014. 2012 I've facilitated twice, 2013 twice, thrice, 2014. Now this is the 3rd time. So this is 3, 6, This is my eighth season, still going strong. So yeah, that is how it is. So I've talked about spiritual intelligence, what I'm doing deliberately to help me with that. I've talked about physical intelligence, what I'm doing deliberately to help me with that. I've talked about financial intelligence. I've talked about the books I'm reading. The first one is my first year in network marketing, which will help me with that. And emotional intelligence also. All these things, because they're dealing with people, they're just mash up and help me with my emotional intelligence. And hopefully, I hope you're listening. I hope I will not be losing any more friends like I lost my friend who was another friend in Baltimore. And I should say I'm sorry. I know I hurt you, and it was not planned, and yeah. Anyway, so guys, I hope you guys have plans. I hope you have goals. I hope you dream. Yes, anybody who tells you should not dream has buried their dreams already. So you go out, dream big, and take deliberate steps towards those dreams, and that is what people call goals. And we'll see what we have in the next episode. Ciao.